the sending off almost harms us really in the match. Although the chances were there for us to kill the game, as you say, and I think the second goal changes everything. We didn't get it, and then when Núñez comes on, they're looking for one moment, and they didn't just get one; they got two, and they took them.
Martin Hardy.
Do you think Clarence Trent should have been sent off before Virgil van Dijk was sent off?
At that moment, yeah, I did. I thought it was a clear second yellow card. Referee didn't agree, and we had to accept that.
Does that then alter the game then if he's gone off at that point?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it's ironic that I'm saying that we were better 11v11 than we were 11v10. But yeah, at that moment in time, I thought that was the correct decision.
The way the game panned out, is this possibly the lowest you've felt as a Newcastle manager when that game finished? Yeah, difficult to scale them, but yeah, I think whenever you lose in those circumstances very late, it's hugely painful. It's difficult to take and accept, but you have to. I mean, the deflection off Sven's back and then his heel into Núñez's path, that's not something you can describe or think it's going to happen in the game. Sets up, it's a great finish, I have to say. But yeah, and then we really at that moment we should maybe accept that we're not going to win the game, but definitely don't lose it, and we make a mistake and they score again.
Craig.
Can you just sort of analyse the last half hour and you felt almost like 10v10 rather than 11v10? What was your thoughts from the
Yeah, I think possibly. But it had a similar feeling for me, hence why we tried to change the momentum of the match. I think Liverpool had a flurry of set plays. They were putting us under pressure in that moment, and we wanted a bit more control. But they're a very, very dangerous counter-attacking team. And you just think back to the game here last year when the roles were reversed. We had 10 men, they had 11, and we played really, really well that day and had the best chances of the game with a man less. It can happen. And when you've got players like Salah and Núñez on the pitch, they're a huge transition threat, and we knew that would be the case. That's why we were desperate for the second goal to kill the match.
Is there anything you would do differently?
There's always things you do differently if you don't win the match, that's for sure.
What was your take on the red card?
Yeah, in that moment in time, it looked like Alex was going through one-on-one, but I've only seen it live, I haven't seen it again.
George.
Hi Eddie. Managers sort of often say it's more difficult against 10 men, and you said it can really harm you. Was it about momentum? Is it about Liverpool sort of doing things differently and it harming you in that way?
Well, I think it's that of course they then restrict space, defend deep, they're content to let you have the ball, and it was our job then to try and create the momentum to win the match and open them up. We didn't do it at will, we didn't do it regularly enough, but we still had our chances. They were still there, the moments were still there for us to kill the game, and ultimately we didn't take them, and that's why we sit here with a defeat.
And can